Yay, we're live.
Yeah.
Yay.
My mustache is starting to come in more.
Yeah, it's looking
See
good.
the Ron Jeremy thing
My
there?
lack of mustache is still a lack of mustache. We're gonna have to start making like bounce bounce, like some porno music every time you
Yes. Save some dinner in it so I can eat some later.
Ew, that's
if I get
gross.
hungry.
That's gross.
It's convenient storage.
Convenient storage. Hello, people. How are you? Hopefully, we have audio tonight, unlike last week.
We are professionals.
Yeah, sometimes. Stu, sup, peeps? Stu Dog and Destiny in the house, all the way from Mexico, Cancun. Well, I'm sure you're having fun then. Probably very nice. Hey guys, tuning in from Massachusetts. Absolutely love the channel. Thank you very much. And Gabe, loud and clear. Well, you should be because you're right up the street. You should just drive on over, Gabe. Let's do this thing,
Carrie's
Carrie.
here. Yay.
Let
We'll
me-
see you next week.
Yeah, we're gonna be seeing Carrie Sunday night, very late.
Yes.
I don't know how many hours. I think it's like 15 hours.
To
there.
Carrie's house?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's rough. It's gonna suck. So we are going to be driving to Ohio Sunday and Monday. Yes, we have confirmed. We have a project car, not a boat, project car coming up. I'm cooking. I saw Adam on 360 earlier today. That was you, right?
Yeah, that
probably.
was me. Yeah.
Probably was. Worth every minute. 1,475 miles north in Canada.
Canada, eh?
Canada, eh? I've been hearing that like Canada's been having like record-breaking crazy heat.
Yeah, like on the west coast, right?
Yeah.
It may have been the entire.
I saw like
Canada, but-
it was hitting like 105 and crazy
I
stuff.
thought at one point it was like at 120 somewhere.
Well, I saw that
I don't know what that is in Celsius.
somewhere near Qatar or UAE or one of those like had the highest temperature. Might have been ever just a few days ago. I don't know. It was bad. Jeez.
Whoa.
Allergies. Sorry. Ugh. Yeah, in British Columbia, it was like insane. I was reading an article about it. It was crazy. Yeah, and Washington and the whole West Coast
Yeah,
was like,
Portland was like 110.
yeah, like, and they were talking about how like no one really has air conditioning.
Yeah.
And so they're all like, we're screwed. So that sucks. Oh, you're still really hot.
Ooh.
Ooh.
And you guys for sure don't have air.
I was saying you probably don't have air conditioning, right?
Tim.
Tim. Hey, Tim.
Hello, Mousetrap. I see that you said that up earlier.
Anyone think that orange is my color? This is actually red, but this camera sucks. Apparently, it looks kind of orange. I don't know, maybe if I get closer.
Not really.
Not
Doesn't
really.
really help.
Yeah, it could be the crappy lighting. I just, I should probably. Yeah, if we're gonna be doing this more, I should probably bring in some better lighting. I don't know. Global warming.
AC
There I
in
said it.
Washington State. I can see that.
Oh, you're in BC, so was it pretty bad? Yeah, no air conditioning in Washington. I would assume. I looked sunburned. I did get. I definitely got some sun. We were playing with the boat quite a few days last week when my family was here. So if you didn't know, I was on vacation with my family. Most of my family drove into Austin. We rented a huge house on Lake Travis, and just had a few days of just enjoying my family, and got to go out in the boat. And we hit a new top speed. My nephew and I got to 68 miles an hour. It was awesome. Stu, how liquored up are you to get D for her to say yes? Nice.
Stu got engaged for anybody who doesn't
Oh yeah,
know. That's
Stu's
what
engaged.
Carrie is talking about.
Congratulations. Yay, Stu. Yachting. Not quite yachting. No alcohol needed, Carrie. Just the love Otis Stew Dog.
Sure.
I'm
Not buying it.
AKA booze
Yeah.
or drugs. Anyway, oh man.
Good stuff.
Yeah, that's good stuff. Well, you guys will be excited. We were working on the 458 today. We had a project, And as is tradition with everything we do here on Normal Guy, we thought it was going to be easy. And I was like, hey, don't worry, we'll be able to do this for like an hour, maybe 2. It took 6.
So for everybody who's not a huge fan of the boat stuff, there's going to be a lot more car stuff coming up.
Yeah.
Because this was a monumental failure.
Yeah, it got way more complicated than we thought it was going to be, and took way longer. And it's going to take us quite a bit of effort.
Should I give them a profile?
Oh yes, Megan.
Everybody who is sad that Megan isn't in it.
Yeah, here you go. Here's Meg. There's the. There you go. Large.
This is where we are, and this is why I'm not like, yay, I want to go on a live stream tonight. Murr. This sucks. Over it.
Over
it. And she's gone.
That's all you get.
That's all you get. Yeah, she's like, oh man. Meg's like, Tim says, Meg, you look fantastic. Bump up. Bump up. Congratulations. Thank you. Yeah. Very soon. It's actually a little over a month away from the due date. So August 16th is the due date. We'll see how that works. Oh, thank you, Mousetrap. You are very kind.
Tell Mousetrap he gives us enough.
Meg says you give us enough, Mousetrap. One of the best days ever was when I finally got rid of my boat. I know that joke. Yes, the best and worst, or the 2 best days of a boat owner's life are the day they buy it and the day they sell it. I mean to whack you.
Yeah, keep hitting my knees.
Jeez, Momo. Mo's
Hi, Mo.
there.
Yeah, Mo is here. He's got slobber all over his face.
Yeah, that's kind of gross, Mo.
Pretty gnarly.
Anyway, yeah, so we did a project on the 4th of 8. It's turned into a multiple video project, and it wasn't supposed to.
Went from being 1 video to 2 videos to probably 4.
Now, yeah,
maybe
minimum 3.
Minimum 3.
Yeah. And we had to order more parts.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, some of those parts are special order, so I'm not sure when they're going to come in. How is Get It 6 going? Actually, okay. Why are you so red? You look like a shirt. I got some sun last
He's so flushed with embarrassment. Being on live on YouTube. That's what it is.
Yeah. Oh, that's Pietro. God, give me shit. Oh yeah, you can see my like serious like look at that farmer tan going on there. It's pretty terrible. Anyway, Get It 6. So the last parts for the 430 kits have shipped. So they haven't cleared customs yet. They supposedly will be delivered on the 12th. If they clear customs, we'll find out. It's a big order, so big order. The bigger the order, the more likely customs is going to look at it and hold it up for a little bit. But that's should be here on the 12th, and then we should start assembling kits shortly after that. And then theoretically, we'll have F430 kits and 360 kits on the shelf, ready to go.
Hopefully by the end of this month.
Yeah, I would say by the end of this month at the latest. And then in other news, we also got the last part for my 599 is in. So
when did that come in? Today?
No, when we were there, Wednesday.
Oh,
yeah. That was mine. That was.
I thought that was for something else.
No, we were waiting for that. So, yeah, which means we're probably going to start on my 599 possibly next week.
Come on.
Start.
Bro.
I don't know. I'm not. It's not going to be driving next week.
No, I know, but come on, we got to get
there's
other people to do.
There's an entire possibility that my car could actually get worked on next week, which would be. I mean, I don't even know what I'd do with myself if that happens. Yeah, and then like I said, if you didn't catch it at the very beginning of this, Adam and I are driving up to Ohio Sunday and Monday, and we're picking up the next project car. And that car is going to be awesome. I know a lot of you will love this one. So
I'm excited about it, and I don't even like Ferraris.
Yeah, it's going to be It's a cool one. Obviously, it's a Ferrari. We'll give that. We'll give that. And actually, we're really excited because Ricambi will be sponsoring a few of those videos. So we always love when Ricambi. I love, like, I just emailed Daniel Pass. I'm like, hey, we're getting this car. We're gonna do a project. Here's what we're doing. Blah blah blah. With, any interest in sponsoring us? He's like, yeah, I'll send you the stuff right away. And like 2 minutes later, I get an email notification. Stuff's on the way, and I'm like, oh crap, that's awesome. So anyway, call me a medic. I'm burning up for Dan. Oh my God, that's terrible.
An interesting emoji right there.
Was that about us, Tim, saying you're out of town next week, aren't you? We're gonna be gone
Sunday through Wednesday, probably.
Probably Wednesday. We'll be back. Who's Brad? Which Brad? Brad? I don't see that. Someone said it's their birthday. Happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
All right. Anyway, what else we got here? Let's see.
Somebody asked if people want the kits. You wouldn't believe how many emails we get about these kits.
Oh, dude, it's crazy.
Even if 10% of the people bought them.
Yeah. Is the guy in the F40 video who drives the car the owner? No, that's Glenn. Glenn is I'm going to call it caretaker of Jeff's collection of cars. So Jeff is the owner. Jeff owns something like 70 something cars. And so when you have a collection of cars that large, it literally takes a full-time person to take care of the cars because, they need to get driven regularly. They need to be maintained. Someone needs to track all the maintenance schedules on all of them, stuff like that. So Glenn is the person who does that. But anyway, can't wait to see the 5 to 9 saga to finish me either. Meg was going to give you crap for producing a baby faster than you could put a transmission in a car. She did. She is already producing a baby faster than my conversion. Devaluation tour. Actually, yeah, we that's still on. We're still a go. It's green light. So September 26th through October 2nd is the devaluation tour of Colorado. Adam is going to be coming.
Yep.
We have, I believe, 6 people signed up, which leaves 4 slots left.
Somebody signed up last week.
Yeah. So we had another person sign up last week. I haven't called them yet. I've been too busy. I need to call them. It's kind of my personal policy. I just want to talk to everyone, make sure they understand the expectations and what to, what's going to happen and blah, blah. But yeah, we're getting close. It's only a few months away. So if you want to do the devaluation tour of Colorado, sign up fairly soon because we need to kind of get that locked down. And at some point pretty soon, it's going to be fully booked. Let's take a shot every time Dan makes me blush. All right, cool. Thoughts on the new Lotus Emira? I haven't even heard about that. Oh, hello from Ann Arbor. I used to live in Ann Arbor. Nice to see Porsche videos on the channel. Keep up the good work on the channel. Thank you, sir. Very good. Yes.
I'm just drinking water. Sorry to be lame. It's just water.
I got beer.
It's ice water. West Texas, New Mexico, Arizona tour. If you just drive a straight line,
boring,
as fast as you can go.
New Mexico has some good roads.
Yeah.
But West Texas, I guess if you went around like Marfa, or is it Marfa?
I don't know.
There's some good roads there. Like I guess if you went into the mountains, that's a long ways to go.
Everywhere in Texas is a long ways to go.
True. Will you publish the devaluation tour routes so we can do them afterward if we do not go to that? Probably not. Yeah, probably not. We came up with them, and I mean, it's not like it's a trademark or anything, but I don't know. Like, it took a lot.
Touchy subject.
Yeah, and it took a lot of work. Like,
there's some stuff behind the scenes.
So, like, I spent literally multiple hundreds of hours organizing last year's tour. Said this year would be easier to run, and so I don't want to just give away all that work. I guess if that makes sense. Anyone that is able to go on the devaluation tour, do it. It's the best time ever. Yes, it is. Carrie can vouch for that. So can Stu. Yeah. So can you.
So can I.
Yeah, that's right.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Let's take a trip to Big Bend. I'll show you all my canyons. I mean, Big Bend sounds fun. I would like to go there.
I wanted to go to the wife and I wanted to go to the Donald Observatory down
Yeah,
there.
yeah,
I think
yeah.
it is.
Yeah, I think it's McDonald.
Yeah, McDonald Observatory, and we had reservations and everything like that. We were going to go down there, and then they canceled it the week before we were. Like not even a week, like 3 or 4
Son of
days
a-
because of COVID and everything.
Yeah.
Like, damn, man, that would have been awesome.
That sucks.
Is your home like a small ranch? Not really. I just live in an older neighborhood that has fairly large lots. I live on an acre and a half. Is all.
Do you think there'll be an F8 replacement, which is not a hybrid? That's a good question. I don't know. With the 296 coming out, is that going to be the direction that Ferrari goes? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know enough to be able to even take a guess at that one. I would say there's a reasonable probability that hybrids are going to be the things to stay. Like that's, because of the electrical engine's ability to kind of like absorb the turbo lag, so to speak. It makes sense.
And the instant torque that it provides.
Yeah. Big thanks to Meg for the reviews. Can't get enough of them. Yeah. Let's see. Rimac and Bugatti. I don't know much about. What's my drink of choice? I am drinking.
It's Miller Lite.
Miller
it's
Lite.
Always Miller Lite.
It's always Miller Lite. 458 prices. Excuse me. 458 prices right now are insane. They're up $30,000+ from 4 months ago. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Ben!
Oh man,
Ben, you're in
right
Gatlinburg?
back at you, Ben.
Hey, that's awesome. Hey Ben, I'll have you know, we spent what was it, yesterday?
Yeah,
Yesterday we spent
6 hours, 7 hours.
something like that on the boat and like rewired a ton of stuff.
It actually got quite a bit done.
Yeah, so like everything electrical is totally sorted now. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Oh, Tony Stromboli. Dan, I remember meeting you in 2003 in Tampa at Sugar Ray Show. Okay, now you're just making up stuff because I definitely have never been to Sugar Ray. I'm still working on that Miller Coors connection. That'd be sweet.
That would be.
458 prices won't come down when the carbo explodes. I mean, I think there's definitely a car bubble. Like it seems like the prices don't make any sense, right? So the question is, will the 458 come back down, or is it going to kind of stay where it's at? I don't know. It's hard to say. So
See, it's got that whole last of the NA.
last of the NA V8s. I mean, a lot of people think it's like the last real Ferrari, that sort of stuff. So I don't know. It's interesting. 488, meh. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Here's the thing about the 488. 488s are fast, really fast, and I actually think they look good. I know people like have complaints about the air intakes on the sides. I think they look good, but I'm kind of hoping that like people continue to not love the 488 because I would love to buy one and just turn into like a rocket, man. Because you start mucking with those turbos and put a little more boost into it, and
Yeah.
you can have like an 800+ horsepower car pretty easily.
How's the car auction site coming along? Hopefully.
Pretty good. I mean, last I talked with the guys, the site's basically ready to go. I think possibly in the next week or two. I know I said that like last week, but it's software. I joke because when I got involved with them, they're like, "Oh, we're like ready to launch in less than a month." And I'm like, "Really?" They're like, "Oh yeah, like." And I'm like, "Well, it's software. I've kind of done this before. I don't think you're gonna be ready in a month." They're like, "Oh no, we'll be ready." They weren't ready. But it's software. It always takes longer than you think. How about parts in the next few years? Will it be harder to maintain? I mean, it's already harder to maintain. I would say it's harder to get parts. Like, I mean, it took me 4 or 5 months to get mass airflow sensors for my 458. It's definitely harder to maintain. And I would say the prices on some of the parts have come up. So, yeah, will it stay that way? Who knows? Like, I don't know. I bought a muffler off Amazon. I've been making weird noise ever since. So weird. Any advice? Don't buy from Amazon.
Can you even buy mufflers on Amazon?
Yeah. How much is my 458 worth right now? I don't know. I would guess that's probably worth somewhere in the 180s based on the current market.
You can buy mufflers on Amazon
I'll be damned. I mean,
for $37.
what kind of janky muffler is $37? I mean, the materials cost that much.
But you can.
A couple of nice gated 360s for sale here, with the prices are a bit much. There was a 360 that was gated, that was a conversion, and it's sold on Bring a Trailer yesterday for like, I think it was 136. Oh, we were like, holy crap! So that was a gated 6 conversion car, and it sold for 136. And we talked to the owner, because obviously we have a relationship with them, and they're like, yeah, all in after everything I spent on it, and whatever, they made some money off the conversion. So we're like, all right, that's good for us.
And didn't it sell for more than the OEM gated?
No, the OEM one was like 150, but it got really close.
Are you sure?
I thought it was like 140, 150.
I thought Art said 136 or 138 or something.
I don't think it did.
Hmm.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm just gonna mute. Yeah, and you. Sorry. How can I get a Ferrari test drive at a dealership even if I don't have the money? You probably can't. I mean, the trick about like trying to get a test drive is you've got to be a legitimate buyer, and they're pretty good about sniffing out when you're full of crap. So a funny thing that one of my friends who used to be one of the salespeople at Ferrari of Austin said, when people show up wearing like a suit and like dressed all nice, they're there to try and get a free ride. Like, they're putting on a show, right? The guys who show up wearing like crappy t-shirts and jeans with holes in them and boat shoes or something stupid, like driving a big old truck, those are the guys that have enough money where they don't care, and they're the ones who can come in and pay cash. So like, they're the ones who can like just do it. So they get test drives. When I kind of have helped people doing consultations, and I go to dealerships, and like, we're already pretty serious. Like, we already have negotiated prices. A lot of times there's already a deposit. So the fact that we have a deposit shows we're serious. And then, of course, when I show up and like there's already a deposit in the car, they're like, okay, yeah, you can go take it out for a test drive. So that's yeah, you can't just like show up and be like, hey, I'm interested in a Ferrari. I'm wearing a suit. Can I take it for a test drive? And you'll be like, no. I heard that Austin Ferrari is very picky. They kicked a guy out who then went out and bought a McLaren. He was so mad he got kicked out. I mean,
wasn't there a movie about that?
I don't know.
No, not the cars, but the prostitute lady who got kicked out of the store. And then went back.
Shoot.
Who was it?
John Zicke. What about a Nissan GTR? Seems like for $90,000 you can get the car, great car these days, but no one else recognizes it. I mean, here's my problem with the Nissan GTR. The first word is Nissan.
Nissan has some serious heritage, though.
It's true. I guess like the 240s and it's true.
I don't have any issue with the Nissan name.
Here's my legitimate gripe about the GTR is I just don't.
Pretty Woman. That's it.
Thank you, Pretty Woman. The GTRs, they don't look good in my opinion, and they sound terrible. Like the but they're fast. Like they're really fast, and they're kind of like a computer. Like it's
yeah, it's, I mean, if you want a car to go around fast on a racetrack, GTR is a great choice.
Yeah.
Kind of like McLaren.
yeah.
It's just it's
not
kind
the
of known
same.
feeling because
Yeah, it's not
you're
the
just
same.
giving the car suggestions on what you want it to do, and it will just kind of figure out how to do it. So,
Yeah, I enjoy that the 458 takes some skill to drive fast, and I'm not saying that the GTR doesn't, but like I feel like the computers are doing so much for you. Like the all-wheel drive system is doing so much for you that it takes away some of that experience, you know. And I feel like the Nissan GTR became so much about like it's all about haul ass, right? Like it was like it's uncompromised, but it's just all about going fast.
Mhm.
We don't care that it looks ugly. We don't care it sounds like a turd. We don't care that it's not like super like got good feedback and whatever. It goes fast. You
I
know.
don't think that they look terrible. Looks are always subjective, though.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that they're the best looking car in the world,
I mean-
but I don't think that they're ugly.
They're not ugly, but
Yeah.
they don't look good. They're not like when you look at it like okay, Ferrari, Porsche, McLaren, Lamborghini, you look at them, it like evokes something emotional.
Right? Yeah. Yeah.
You look at a Nissan GTR and you're like, all right, it's a 4-door sedan
It's not
or a 2-door, whatever.
Yeah.
No, but it looks like
I
a
know.
sedan. You know, like it's boxy.
GTR has 1% more soul than a Tesla.
That's kind of
Damn,
mean.
Tim.
Damn, Tim, that was geez, thrown out in the gauntlet. Let's see. The only good GTR is a Mercedes-Benz AMG GTR. I agree with that completely. I really like the AMG GTRs. Those are cool.
Any tips for beginner stick shift drivers? I taught my wife to drive it in our Jetta that we had because it had a really easy clutch to work with, and now her daily driver is a stick shift. So
Yeah,
I would say low horsepower. You do
Yeah,
not want
with a very soft clutch.
Yeah, you don't want 600 horsepower for your first
No,
manual. You
No.
do not.
I had an old Saturn SC1 manual transmission, and that thing was great for teaching people because you could like rev it up to like 4,000 RPMs and just release the clutch and it wouldn't even spin the tires.
Yeah, that's my this first car I had was a Saturn. That was a stick shift too.
Thank you again, Mousetrap. You're too kind.
You are.
How fast did I drive the 458 before? I've got 168.
I've done.
Let's see.
Well, I don't have a
Godzilla's
458, but-
still an amazing car. You own one, you like it, you love it, and you won't regret it. Just personal taste. Yeah, I mean that's the thing. Like, I get that there's people who are just totally into it. I'm not. Like, it's the same thing. Like, I'm not a super big McLaren fan, but there's people who absolutely love McLarens. So that's cool.
There's people who absolutely love Porsches.
Yeah, I don't understand those people either.
They're better than this Ferrari people.
Carrie says, seeing the 458 in my singles, GTR just couldn't do that no matter how fast it was.
Well, Mo's not up here. He must have went back downstairs.
Oh, yeah, he did. He abandoned ship. Buy a Miata, use cheap, and drive the hell out of it. Easy to drive and learn. Yeah,
Miata, I maintain Miata's dollar for dollar.
it's hard
Most
to beat.
fun car you could
Yeah.
ever buy.
Sub $10,000.
And if you blow it up, you
Yeah.
go to the junkyard, you buy an engine for $500 because they made millions.
We should
of
do a
them.
projot Miata.
I would love to do that.
Maybe we should. What do you think? Should we do a project Miata?
Because
Meg's already. I can hear like the daggers from
she's like,
downstairs.
"No!"
It's like, boom, 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 like die.
Because the track that I'm a member at has a Miata series, racing series.
Oh yeah.
Put a cage in it.
Oh, Mo's in
That
bed
would be
apparently.
awesome.
The new Myra from Lotus is definitely a Ferrari and McLaren design married together. It looks good. I'm gonna have to go check that out. Lotus makes some good-looking cars. I just would never own one. How fast do you drive? How do you drive fast without getting tickets? Well, have a really good radar detector. So I would highly recommend like an Escort 360 Max or 360 Max CI. You constantly scan the road.
Yeah.
You're always looking ahead. You look for signs for cops, like if there's bunched up cars on the other side. If you get a like bad feeling about any car, just slow down. I don't know. I mean,
These curls are all natural, baby.
let's see. When are you going to make some crazy rotary conversions? Never. Rotaries are crap. I'm sorry. I do not like rotary engines. It's a terrible design. Dan and Adam, what was your first car?
1995 Saturn SL1.
Mine was a 1970 Chevy Nova. Let's see. Hell to yes on a Project Miata from Tim.
Worst traffic stop y'all have ever experienced? I've never had any bad traffic stops. I've had cops that are a-holes.
Same here.
Tim.
Tim, be a cop, no tickets. LOL. Yeah, no kidding.
Don't even get me started on that.
I mean, I think getting pulled over by the asshole cop was kind of a bad experience, just because he was just such a, like, I don't know, the guy was just kind of a dick. Anyway, keep the family with the Miata project, Fiat 124 Barth. Yeah, you could do that, although those are, I think, more expensive.
Oh, way more expensive.
Because of the Fiat name. So,
And I think those cars are hideous. Come at me, bro.
Oh, nice. First car was a Pontiac Fiero. What a piece of crap.
But it looks like a Ferrari, though.
But they look great back then.
I know. That would have been an awesome car.
What about a Gallardo stick project? Consider that. We definitely want to eventually do conversions on Gallardos at Gated 6. That's like on our short list. How's the rain been treating y'all?
It either needs to rain or not rain. None of this in between drizzle crap.
So when I was out there like just a few minutes ago, it was like really hard drizzle. Like not a rain, just like hard drizzle. It was annoying. Do you drive an SF90 or will you drive one? I mean, I would absolutely love to try one at some point. Do you use Crest 3D whiting strips? I wish I could get my chompers as nice here.
This is a really weird live stream.
I know, like that was completely random. No, I don't, and I'm kind of surprised you say that because I've already had people like watch my YouTube videos and be like, "You don't brush your teeth, your teeth," and like what? Like,
to be fair, this camera is making our grills look great.
It's probably also because like
the light,
like the lighting's crap. You've asked how do you test drive new Ferraris. I already asked you. I already answered that. I'm not going to answer again. What is your collective stance on? No, like what, dude? Come on. This is a car channel. We're not going to talk about that.
Maybe an F-type stick.
F-type stick project. That would be interesting.
Yeah.
That would be cool. I mean, it's too bad that the Jags are such pieces of crap.
They are beautiful cars.
They are gorgeous. And they're fun. It is so fun to drive that car.
I drove that Jag that they had on Turo. Oh my god, that thing!
I loved it. It just blown engine, man.
Who doesn't love a DeLorean?
I think they're crap.
Well, yeah, that's part of the appeal.
Okay. So as long as you.
And you don't buy it at a DeLorean because it's a reliable commuter car.
No, it's like the exact opposite. Let's see. Bought my 2011 R8 V10 last September for $65K. Now looking like they're selling for almost $90. Got out of the current car market. Do you think supercars are going to go back to pre-pandemic prices? It's hard to say. You just don't know. Tim, if you're gonna get a POS DeLorean, go full retard and get a Bricklin. I've seen those. Those are stupid, just terrible. Enjoy that you have a boat project. Long-term plans? Is it a gateway drug to more watercraft? We'll see.
Mega's about to storm up here yelling about the boat.
I know, right? She'd be like, ah. No, I mean, like, so Ben, the guy who went on the boat with me, we've already joked about it. We're already like, let's get this thing cleaned up, get it really nice, sell it for hopefully more than we paid for it, and then buy a bigger boat. And Megan just like had an aneurysm.
She is quickly getting out of bed as fast as she can. Yeah. We're pregnant right now to come yell at you.
If it makes money, it's harder for her to argue. But if this first one doesn't, that's the problem. Like this thing needs to be $599 needs to make some money.
Yeah,
that's like That's really a problem for me.
Thank you, James.
Let's see. Opinions on the 2022 Maserati. Which one? Let's see. So you're selling. I need to get. So you're selling. I need to get rid of my F-Type. I'm assuming saying I need to get rid of my F-Type. I mean, if it didn't have a warranty, I wouldn't. I wouldn't keep it. Adam's first video was a good start. Well done. Love the technical detail. Yay, Adam.
I know.
Yay.
Y'all are too kind.
Yeah. Some good criticism. You'll get better. I mean, it's hard. Like now that you're doing that,
It's like
you're like, holy crap.
it's like you're talking to people while at the same time you're not talking to anybody at all. It's really bizarre.
Yep. Did either of us get COVID? Nope. I got a shot twice. When is Ferrari's SUV coming out? Drove a Urus and it was amazing. I thought it was supposed to be next year. I don't know. I thought it was next year. I'm not 100% sure. Adam needs to hammer out his own intro, though. Make it his signature like Dan's intro, only not like Dan. It's not a bad idea. Oh, sneezing off screen.
Wow.
Adam, how's your back after your latest video?
It's good. Did some yoga and stretches.
Okay. 599 needs to make a lot of money after this long. No kidding. Well, here's the good news about the 599. Even if we didn't do a conversion, because it took so long, the market's gone up in value. So theoretically, the car has already gone up in value. But yes, it needs
And
to.
it's just sat there.
And it's just sat here. Yeah. Okay. You guys are just like, you're going to go away. Sorry. Bye.
Thank you, Mousetrap, again.
Yes, thank you, Mousetrap. Name the boat Fog Ducker.
Fog Ducker.
Adam's intro should include a shot of the poster Carrie had made. I agree.
I need to get that poster hung up is what
Yes,
to get
in your garage.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
No, yeah, obviously we'll go
Yeah.
to the garage. And I need to get a trailer so that I can put the sticker on it.
Yes, you should. I hope the Ferrari SUV depreciates like a rock so I can get one quick. I mean, if it's anything like the Urus, it will. Did you get invited for Ferrari? Why are we still talking about this Ferrari? Oh, like a Ferrari
Event or something?
event?
Like that?
No, I've not been invited. I don't know. I don't think Ferrari really likes me. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, I saw when the warranty's over, buy extended warranty if you're happy with it. For the Jags, that's what I would say. Yeah, I would never own another Jaguar without a warranty. It just, that thing had so many problems and they were very expensive and it's a difficult car to work on. So like that's part of the thing is like, yes, the 458 is expensive, but it's easy to work on and parts are easy to get. So let's see.
How's my belly after? So I did join a gym. I wasn't kidding about that. So be slimming it down. Nothing makes you question or not be happy with the way you look, like seeing yourself on YouTube where hundreds of people watch you.
Yeah, you want a quick motivation of either good or bad. Put yourself on YouTube and just listen to people like it's amazing. You realize I get criticized for everything. I mean, just anything you can think of. Oh, I've heard it all. It's amazing. I've had to put a list of words that are just permanently banned on my channel because I'm just like, people that say this stuff are horrible and you're not going to say it on my channel. So anyway, months on now, was the sinus surgery worth it? Still breathing on both sides. So this side, which is the side I always had problems with, is still, it kind of came back to being crappy again. So I don't breathe very well out of this side. So I would say that my current position is kind of, I'm not 100% sure it was worth it. I'm kind of disappointed that it came back. They did say that it's only like 70 or 80% effective. So there's a chance it was going to come back, and it did. So like, I think the problem is I have other issues going on. Like I think it may have a deviated septum, and they didn't want to go that far. So if I was to try and resolve this side, I think they would have to do like more serious surgery, versus that was like a pretty insignificant thing. So, yeah. Adam, you need the new Porsche Turbo S.
I need all the new Porsches, all of them.
Let's see.
The OBD tool. What's the name of that?
Oh, it's the Launch X431. Yeah. I really want a Ferrari 328. How bad compared to an out of warranty Jag with the upkeep be on one? I mean, the only thing is the 328 is fairly easy to work on, and you can get parts for it fairly easy. But I mean, it depends how it was maintained. If it was maintained well, it could be actually not terrible. But if it's not been maintained well, it's going to have a lot of stuff. So let's see. Screw them. There's always jerks out there, unfortunately. 100%. Yep. No, I mean that's when if you do YouTube long enough, the thing you learn is you just learn to like try your best to ignore people that are being stupid. You know.
Yep.
So like I've been very aggressive about banning people on my channel. You know, like when people are not contributing in a positive way, I just ban them because I'm like I don't want to like there's no positive reason for me to leave someone posting horrible insults about me or my people on the channel or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's no reason to do that. Why would I do that? Like it's just not helping. Like I'm trying to create a positive community for car enthusiasts. So someone sitting there giving me crap about how I look, like, like go away, go away forever. Yeah. How do I get my garage to look as dope as yours? Well, you can start by buying some lights that we sell on normalguysupercar.com.
Shameless plug.
Shameless plug. No, I mean, I totally gutted that. There's a series of videos on my channel about that. We gutted the entire thing, put up new drywall, painted it, added the air conditioner, put in the lights, put in the Swiss Trax floors. I mean, it was a lot. It was a lot of work. It cost a lot of money. I would say we probably spent over $10,000 pretty easily on the garage. So what other YouTube channels do you recommend? I have lots of time. None. I don't know. I don't watch a whole lot of other car YouTubers. I would say right now I have a guilty pleasure. I've been watching 2 boating channels that I love. They're just, one of them is completely mindless, and that's why I love it. Like when I need to like just shut off my brain for 10 minutes, it's called Wavy Boats. It's just boats driving through Haulover Inlet in Miami, and it's like super rough water, so it's like these boats just like bouncing through the water. And I don't know why, I find it soothing. It's like, yeah, that's great. And then there's another one that's just absolutely hilarious called Miami Boat Ramps, and it's like this guy who is a great narrator, films people launching boats and recovering them at the boat ramps. And, most people are just terrible and should never own a boat. And so they're like crashing the boats into the dock and falling in the water and breaking stuff. And it's great. So I did see that Chris Fix is now the #1 car YouTube channel. I saw that was pretty cool. Meg's like, he's obsessed with the boat channels. I love it. Let's see. Do Rudy's Barbecue. Rudy's is great. Yes. I need to get a larger property to store all that crap, man.
He's storing it at my house. There's boats in my garage right now.
Yeah.
He has a larger property. It's called my house.
Shoot, he's on to me. That's funny. At some point, I would say there's a reasonable possibility that Meg and I will move to a larger property. The problem is we love our neighborhood. Like we really.
His neighbors are dope.
They are, dude. Earlier today, Rachel gave us a peach crumble. So I was like, dude, that's awesome. Like she just texts me and she's like, hey, y'all want some peach crumble? I'm like, yeah, yes we do. come to Lake Travis sometime.
They're
yeah.
not even my neighbors, and they're awesome neighbors.
Yeah. I had a 348 for 16 years, gave me no trouble. Yeah, if you drive the cars and you maintain them properly, they're fine. Like, I think, I hope Rachel moves with you. Well, they already bought a big old property. I mean, we would love to move out to where they're building, but the problem is now, like, if we move out into the middle of nowhere, we've got a kid. So, like, you move out to the middle of nowhere and you get middle of nowhere school districts.
And I finally moved to be within 45 minutes of Dan. So
I know, right? Yeah, and then we're like, bye.
I'll be so angry. Shake my fist in the air. You have to move out near me if you go.
The problem is you're the wrong side of the city. You're on the east side. I want to go west.
Why?
Because it's hilly and beautiful. And that's
It's
where
beautiful out there with me.
I mean, it's kind of flat.
Can't have everything in life, Dan.
Yeah. Ben, LOL, who needs larger property when you have friends who have said larger property? That's right. Ben is also going to be storing the boat. So
Yeah.
I'm all set. I don't need bigger property.
This boat has like a ½ inch in front of it
Oh.
and behind it. in
Ben,
my
Ben, you
garage.
need to see when we shoved the boat into his garage. I'm not even kidding you. The clearance in the back of it is that much. It is like a quarter of an inch clearance in the back. In the front, it's maybe a ½ an inch. I mean, it was
When we
like-
lifted it up to get the truck hitch out from underneath it, pitching it up made it go.
it touched
roll
the
into
touched
garage
the
a
wall.
little bit. Yeah.
We're like, holy crap. So yeah, that was pretty cool. Can you guys go live for another hour? I can't get enough of this. You guys are the most interesting duo on YouTube. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Just see, we have to keep it.
So that's
our
why- yeah,
time
yeah.
to keep you guys wanting to come back for more.
You're gonna want to come
Yeah.
back next Thursday. So yeah, this is an every Thursday
Yeah.
thing. I love the Miami Boat Ramp channel and Boat Zone. Crazy funny. Yes. See, it's just kind of mindless. That's why I like it. Like it's like when I watch car stuff, I'm watching it to like critique cars or learn about cars, and it's more invested, right? You know, like because I'm really really interested in cars, and so I kind of I'm more selective on what car stuff I want to watch. But like for the Miami boat ramps, it's just totally mindless. And same with the wavy boats. It's just like it's
I'll
just
have to
it's
check
completely
these out,
stupid.
'cause I
Like
haven't seen them.
it's completely pointless. It's just like here's boats driving through heavy water. It's pointless, but that's why I like it. Finding property in the Austin area is terrible right now. It is insane right now. Yeah.
GT2 RS.
What?
He asked
Oh, Pista or GT2 RS? Question for both.
GT2 RS.
Uh,
GT2 RS.
I mean, Pista.
GT.
Definitely. They're badass. They're fast as. Well, they're both fast. There's no internet out there. I checked. I don't know where there is. Has anyone tried Dickens cider? What is with this cider thing?
Say it faster.
Oh yeah, Dickens cider.
Hi, Reagan.
Very good.
You watching? Oh, explain live stream to my daughters. Hello, Reagan. How are you?
Wait, what?
Up here.
Say hi, Reagan, please. Hi, Reagan, please. There you go. Oh, explaining live streaming to my daughter. Oh, okay, cool. Hi, yes, we are really, truly live. Well, it's delayed for probably about 5 seconds.
Yeah.
But, there you go. Sorry. Who's Adam?
Well, a couple people kept calling me Andrew in the chat tonight, so I just let it ride.
Yeah,
So
it's a mini cigarette boat. Yeah, our boat is like a mini cigarette boat. It's awesome.
has Fred been here tonight?
No,
I'm upset with Fred.
he hasn't been on. He's been busy lately.
He
Yeah,
needs to not be busy on Thursdays.
I thought it was Dan and Anthony. Oh man, you're not
Or
a true subscriber.
It's Adam.
Adam. Bonjour, Reagan.
Anthony, Andrew, yeah.
What is the status on Josh and his 355 project car? Well, Josh is doing fine. He is busy as hell, and I don't know any updates on his 355. I haven't talked to him about it. Property on the west side of Austin, there is no internet out there. Like the whole hill country is internet dead zone. It's kind of true. That is a problem. That is the only thing that's nice about moving into like some of the areas in South Austin and East Austin is they have like gigabit internet, which is awesome. But I've got crap internet here because our neighborhood's old and all of our utilities are underground. So no one wants to run new utilities. So they're using, 1983 crap. Sucks. Do you guys think the 360 is getting too old now to be a good daily driver? I have a 360 Spider that I love, but it's spending more and more time off the road, and parts and lead times are worse and worse. I mean, none of these Ferraris are good daily drivers. So like qualify with that, right? Like I would not daily drive a Ferrari.
And
period.
I definitely want to daily drive one that has a belt service that you have to do.
And I would definitely not consider doing a daily driving on a belt car. But I mean, can you drive it frequently? Yeah, sure, you should. Like that, the more driving it within a reasonable amount of time, like frequency, I should say. If you drive it frequently enough, is good for the car. Like when they sit a lot, that's when stuff goes wrong. Like it's not very often when someone's like, oh, I was driving down the road and then the car broke. It's usually, oh, I went to go start it and it broke.
Yeah.
So it's usually because it's sat.
The 599 should be getting work done in the very, very near future, for real this time.
Yeah. Like the parts are in. So now it's just a matter of getting Art's time. And Art and I were talking about, actually we were down at Gated 6 Wednesday talking to Art, and we think we're going to start on it hopefully next week. Start, not finish. Start. There you go. Yeah.
Of course you would daily drive a Porsche.
Yeah. I'm just going to remove that person. They're not contributing. Yeah, like I said before, if you're not contributing, if you're just being a dork, I'm just going to ban you. Like, I don't need to. It's just, yeah, bye. Like, sorry. Let's see. Huge fan of the 355. Would love to see them on your channel. Love Jeff's. I want a GTS also.
Hi, Dad.
What? Oh, it's your dad. Hi, Mr. Elm. Can you believe your son made such a terrible mistake and decided to come do this stupid stuff? I tried to convince him not to. That's funny. Yeah, I love the 355. I think the 355s have like a special place in my heart because those were kind of like the Ferrari of like when I was a kid, like growing up, seeing the wedge style with the flip up headlights. Even though they're totally terrible cars, they're still awesome. And I still want one so bad.
Torchy's Taco. What are you, high?
Taco Deli or Torchy's? Oh, yeah. There's not even a question.
Come on.
Torchy's. Taco Deli is...
The 996 is the first Porsche we've ever owned. It's our only one right now, so.
Oh, your dad's proud of you.
I know. Stop it.
Oh.
Oh.
355 would be awesome. It's the Ferrari that hooked me. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. God. We're all very proud of Adam. I agree.
Thanks, Meg.
Go down to San Antonio and get real tacos. I'm sure there's definitely better real tacos than Torchy's. Torchy's are not real. They're just good.
They're kind of like,
they're Americanized tacos.
Yeah.
No, like if I want like real Mexican food, you don't go to like a chain. You go to
Taco Bell.
Well, you go to, yeah, exactly, right. You go to the sketchiest place you can find where you really don't want to look back in the like kitchen. That's the place that has good tacos. Legit.
Where you're like, man, I hope it's clean back there.
Did I see that Frank Stevenson joined the 430 Facebook group chat? No, but that's kind of cool. That's really cool, actually. Let's see. 355 is the best sounding V8 in history. It's up there for sure. Yeah. What are your thoughts on manufacturers getting away from the V12 engines? I'm sad. It makes me sad. Are we more into queso or salsa?
That's a tough one.
They're both great.
Yeah. I don't think you can be one or the other.
Queso and salsa. Are there many problems with the 355 spiders in terms of the top? Yes. Unfortunately, the spiders have notoriously difficult tops. The tops in them break a lot. They have all sorts of problems. That's part of the reason if I were ever to buy a 355, it would have to be a GTS or a GTB. I would not buy the spiders. Just first of all, I don't like spiders, but second of all, there's just too many problems. Like the number of 355s that have a top that the top still works, but only if you manually move it because they just disabled all the hydraulics. It's super common. People will just disable the hydraulics and then just like literally,
They're just done with it.
yeah, because they break so often. 308 is the Ferrari that hooked me because of Magnum PI. Yep, that's also very common. Did you choose the 996 turbo simply because of performance, or were you actively avoiding the IMS thing?
The turbo. I knew that if we were going to get one, it had to be a turbo. I wanted the fast one. I actually wasn't aware of the IMS bearing issue when we bought that car, but I just knew that I wouldn't consider anything other than a turbo. So it kind of worked out for me like that.
I kind of want to buy a Porsche that needs the IMS to be replaced and do that in the
you
video.
can't replace it. There's just there's like a retrofit kit for it. But it seems the anecdotal evidence seems to point to that it's the cars that sit too long are the ones that have the issues because the bearing dries out.
Yeah.
When you drive it, oil slings up in there and does it. So
yeah. Hope there's another V12 after the A12 and make F12 and the A12 cheaper. True. I don't think you're going to get your wish, but that would be cool. I see more 355 spiders for sale than any other. Yep. Yep. They also made a lot of 355 spiders, believe it or not. So it was close to 50% of the 355s were spiders. It was a lot. It was. Wow. I don't think it was quite half, but it was close. So yeah. You guys make a great team like Tavares and Jared, Hoovy, and the Wizard. Well, thank you. I'll take that. I'll take that as a compliment. What's both of y'all's go-to Torchy order? Ooh.
I get Trailer Parks Trashy.
I mean, I always gotta get a Trailer Park Trashy. Gotta get the Baja Shrimp Taco, and then usually I get like Taco of the Month. Whatever they got, I like the Taco of the Month. Most of them. So, is it bad to never open the top on a 430? I mean, anything mechanical that you don't use is probably not good for it, right? So
it needs to be exercised.
It needs to get moved and stuff. Like I'm sure there's probably problems with the bands in it and stuff, and the hydraulics get leaky and all that sort of stuff. Lloyd and Harry is more like it. Thanks, Carrie.
That's such a great movie. The first one, the original one.
Yeah.
Oh, that is such an amazing movie.
Never heard of any problems with the 458 and F8 spiders because the tops are much better. So there you go. Dan is like wine. He only tastes better as time goes on. Someone tasting me? That's okay. Who's Adam and why is he there?
Well, Carrie said he's the eye candy on the channel.
Ah, there you go.
So I decided that Carrie answered it the best way that anybody could.
Yeah, we'll go with that. Yeah, I'll just let that be. Let's see.
If you guys were Bill and Ted and Bill and Ted's excellent.
If you guys are Bill and Ted and Bill and Ted's Awesome Adventure, who would be Bill and who would be Ted? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Holy cow.
Holy
Hong Kong, $250. Have a couple of beers, learn a lot from your channel. Well, thank you. Thank you so much. I'm glad we actually could help you learn something. Yeah. That's actually that was one of the original goals of my channel when I first started. I was like, hey, I want to if I'm going to work on these cars, I might as well film it. If I'm going to film it, I hope other people can learn from it. So great. That's awesome. Thank you very much. I'm glad you actually learned some stuff from us. Hopefully we can make people learn some more stuff in the future. Yeah. Divide by 7. Hey, that's cool.
Anything you guys give us, we'll be happy for.
Yeah, that's still awesome. That's still not, it's not an insignificant amount of money. Thank you, Steve. You're all the reason I got into urethra peripheral sounding. Oh,
Sure what it is.
whatever. Rudy's or County Line?
Rudy's.
Rudy's. Yeah. Have you had any updates on the CNC owner since your lawyer is sitting with you? Not really. I still am having people trickle in, submit their cars to the website. I've had the email group has talked about some of the people have also gotten their payouts from that fund, but it's still not looking good. I don't have any specific updates about the status of Clay, where he is or whatever. So yeah. Still happy with your Mini. I have a JCW on order, but thinking of canceling it because I bought an M2 as a holdover, and it's actually been more fun than expected. Yeah, we love the Mini. Well, so we right now have a JCW Clubman, not Cooper. We had the Cooper. We've had like
2 Coopers.
well, we've had 4 Coopers. Last one was JCW, and now we have the Clubman. And I mean, Meg loves her car. Divide by 1. That was awesome.
Taylor, no, Cheetos are disgusting. My wife loves Cheetos, though. I don't know why.
Meg loves Cheetos. I'm not a Cheetos fan.
Gross.
Like,
Well,
I'll eat
them 2 can eat Cheetos together.
Yeah, right. Okay. Let's see. Carvana almost pulled a CNC on my buddy. It took them 4.5 months to get the title and registration. Hope he still doesn't have the plates. They just shipped. Wow.
I've not heard anything bad about Carvana. I wonder if that was. I'm not saying that that's acceptable, but I wonder if there were extenuating circumstances there. Because
yeah, I don't know. We still don't have plates for Meg's new Mini.
Really?
Yeah, it's still on paper tags. Like, they're super expired. We're like, oh, great, can't wait to get pulled over for that. And I've been like calling.
Cop's not going to give some pregnant lady a ticket for expired plates.
Hopefully not. But like, I've been calling the dealership and stuff, and they just, this is the problem with buying out of state. Like, I guess lesson learned. We bought the car in Georgia, and so they didn't like know how to get it registered in Texas, and then all sorts of other problems, and they didn't. Yeah, like for like a month, they didn't tell me what I need to do, and so like I call them up, I'm like, yo, like what's going on? Oh, you need to go do this stuff. I'm like,
That would have been nice to
yeah,
know.
like maybe you should have called me and told me to do that. I don't know, a month ago. Anyway, Meg loves Cheetos, puppy kinds. Yes, she does. Thanks for the entertainment. Oh, geez, it's been past an hour. All right, we're gonna wrap it up.
Yeah.
So,
But we're going to be doing this every week.
yes, every Thursday, 8 p.m. Central. So feel free to join us. Yeah, we're gonna be doing this. Feel free to bring your questions.
And your friends.
Yeah. Oh, Travis Carpenter, who I actually know him. I'm dealing with the same, but the S6 in Kansas City, Missouri, waiting on them to mail to me everything, then forward it to Michigan. Oh, that sounds like fun. Yeah, it's all while I'm in Virginia. Yeah, it's a pain in the butt. No, don't leave us. Sorry, we got to. So, all right, well, we're gonna wrap it up. But we have some actual Ferrari stuff.
Mousetrap again.
Mousetrap. You are too kind. I like the little guy one.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, we've got 458 work. I'm editing that video right now.
From today.
Yeah, from today. So I'm gonna try and get that out Saturday. Got some more boat stuff, so suffer through it if you don't like boats. Too bad. Actually, we do something pretty cool though. We rewire like half the damn boat. So
yeah,
I mean,
which applies to vehicles too.
yeah,
so.
like vehicles have wiring stuff, boats have wiring stuff.
Yeah.
It's not like that big of a difference.
But we're not becoming a boat channel. We are still
No.
a car channel.
No.
So it's just a couple.
And like for me, it's kind of like it's so much cheaper than Ferraris.
Which is kind of
and the parts are
amazing.
like I literally go to the boat store and I'm like, I need a blah blah blah. And they're like, here you go, it's on the shelf. I'm like, sweet. Oh, and it's like $12. That's awesome. Anyway,
Hello, NZ guy.
yes. So anyway, thank you so much for watching,
Yep, we'll see you
and
next
we'll
week.
see you next Thursday. So join us then.
Yeah.
Good night.
Night.